What's up everybody, I'm Greg and welcome to one of my commentaries. To start off with, my mic's broken. Yeah, so now I'm using a different one. It may sound similar or not quite the same, or it may sound exactly the same. The first thing I'd like to talk, well, the only thing I'd like to talk about today is silly stories that I have. When I was 6 years old, well actually no, I might have been about 7 or 8. I was riding around on my bike. This is about, I don't know, a few years after I started to ride a bike, so I wasn't totally new to it. So I was riding around my garden, I kept going off this little 1-foot jump, coming off the side of it and stuff, just, having a normal time, and then it came to, I did it once, and my hand slipped off the right handlebar. The bar's twisted to the right 180 degrees, and it speared straight into my bladder. It was immensely painful experience, and it caused it cut my bladder and caused me to pee out blood. So I was a go for a day, and I had to go to the hospital to get it sorted out, but there wasn't much they could do for it. It just had to heal over time. So every few minutes for a few days, it made it feel like I really needed to go to the toilet when I didn't. The second story I have was when it was about 2.5 weeks ago now. It was the day of the opening ceremony of the Olympics. I decided to be nice and, sorry if you heard my phone, I decided to be nice and make flapjacks for my family. So I finished baking them. They seemed quite nice. I tasted them. They taste quite nice. But I didn't put greaseproof paper down, so I used a flapjack cutter. I used a cake slice cutter, and it was like a triangular thing. And you pushed it underneath to pick up the pieces. So I kept pushing in, and the flapjacks are meant to be quite solid, so they were. So I kept pushing in, and it slipped out and had a serrated edge, and it cut about 1 centimeter deep into the fingers between the middle finger and the ring finger. 1 centimeter deep and 1.5 inches long. Caused me to. I didn't think actually much of it. It didn't bleed for the first few seconds, so I went to cut. Just carry on. It was quite deep. I could see it was quite deep, but it didn't bleed, so I just carried on. But then it started to sting, so I went into the lounge, and the blood just started going everywhere, dripping down my hand, all over the clothes, all over the floor. So I went over to the bowl, and the bowl fell up with it was just water, and the bowl fell up with blood colour in a matter of seconds. My parents took me to the hospital. They had my fingers strapped together and cellulose strips put on it to keep it together and stop it from splitting. It's pretty, you can see the scar on it now, but it's not as bad as before. So that's the second stupid story. If you guys would like to hear more stories, feel free to comment about it, rate them, subscribe, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Bye bye guys, I'm out.